Welcome. On today's show, we're going to do a little test with these blade fillets on a plank. I was going to the store the other day looking for meat, and I saw this stuff and it kind of intrigued me. I mean, this stuff is ready to go. They didn't marinate. They just seasoned it, they tenderized it, they put it on a plank, so allegedly it'll be a little smoky and stuff. Easy directions to cook. But I've never done it before on this. I mean, I've seen salmon done, but I've never really seen a piece of meat. So I figured we'd give it a shot. So why don't you join me today as we cook this fillet on a plank and see if it actually works. All right, this is what we're going to be cooking today. AdapTable Meals makes something that's grill ready, cook on plank. It's got smoked flavor. Now, I don't know if they put smoked in there or if that just means this plank is supposed to cost smoking. It's boneless beef fillets. It's blade tenderized, seasoned. So basically it's some sort of beef blade meat that they've tenderized. I don't know. I don't know if they ran through some knives or if they used some chemicals on it. It's 10 ounces between the two of these guys. So basically it's a little more than a quarter pound each. So they're not that huge, but hopefully they're worthy. It's got a bunch of seasoning on here, so it looks pretty. Obviously this is oak here. The instructions are pretty easy. We're gonna fire up our grill, which we already did. Now, if you're using a gas grill, you probably can benefit from this because this stuff will create smoke for you. I'm using charcoal, but I've already got the coals down quite a bit, so they're not really contributing any smoke at all. So I think it should be fair. But basically, you're gonna remove the plastic, maybe put a temperature probe in there like I will, and we're gonna cook it till what they say, which is around 140 or so if you want it to be medium rare, or a little bit higher if you want it medium or something. They think it's gonna be 15 to 17 minutes to cook it. You don't even flip this stuff. You just basically put it on the grill, cook it till it's done, take it off, and eat. That sounds like a winner to me. So let's get cooking. All right, now we're getting towards the fun part, right? Happy summer, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and probe my meat. I mean, they can say it's gonna be, 15, 17 minutes or whatever, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm just using a Maverick today. I've got like 5 different types to use. We're just gonna go ahead and poke this in the middle here somewhere. Make sure it's in there. Didn't come out the other end. That's probably good. Today is a beautiful day. It's only about 76 degrees out here, no humidity. It's really nice. So my probe was showing 76 degrees. But then as soon as I start putting the meat, it's showing 60 degrees and it's coming down. So it should be showing what the meat temperature is. I left the meat out at room temperature for a little while, hopefully, so maybe it'll cook a little more evenly if that's possible. So it's not exactly your 35, 37 degrees that the refrigerator is going to do. So I think we're good to go. The seasoning smells really good, so I give it props. Can you smell it okay, Boo-Boo?
Mm-hmm. Get it on the grill.
Get her done. All right, so let's go ahead and take the lid off here. So I've got the charcoal here. It's all nice and gray, so it's not really going to contribute too much of a smoke to this, I don't believe. So that's my goal. It is high. We had a 500 degrees in here just a minute ago. So we're doing what they said. We're putting it on the top there. Let me back this bad boy up. There we go. Yeehaw. So he's on there. We're gonna put the lid on because that's what they said. And we're gonna cook this thing until I got the temperature I want. The directions did have a really small blurb at the very end. If you want more of a smoky flavor, possibly if you're cooking on gas, ooh, we got a little smoke here. Take some foil and put it over here, cause a tent, and that'll condense, or however you want to say that. It'll force the smoke to kind of act as a little bit of a smoker. Me, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go straight as it is. But I can definitely see a little steam, and I don't know if I see smoke. So, but anyways, let's put the lid on. So who knows? Maybe I do got some smoky steaks here. Let's go and get that out of here. I want to test the probe here because my Maverick is reading a little high, I think. So I'm going to shove that in there and no, let's go ahead. No, that's actually pretty accurate here. So let's get these guys off. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy off here. Get that closed. Let's go ahead and get our meat off the board. What's interesting is the board warped a little bit during its cooking. So, and it charred a little bit. You can kind of see that, right? So it gave up a little smoke. All right, now that we've taken it off the plank and everything, let's go get some foil really quick. We're gonna tent this because usually you like to let your meat, you know, rest for a few moments so the juices don't all come out when you cut it. So we'll be back in a second. All right, here. We will let our food rest for a few moments here. Got a little juices coming out of there. Yeehaw. I don't know. I didn't see anybody do this. All right. So I just basically threw the foil in the barbecue. All right, so let's go ahead and take a slice here. See if this is any good here. I cooked it. My goal was to cook it to a 140-ish. And I don't know. It went a little bit higher than that. And I verified it. So we don't really have pink. We have a little bit of gray in the middle. Now this meat is reasonably tender. So it didn't take that much effort to slice it. So let's go ahead and cut this up a little bit here. So I don't look like a total. Ooh, does that look pretty? All right, let's go and take a taste here. A little chewy. Spices that they put on here, I don't know what they are, but got a little bite to it. Tastes pretty good. It is a little juicy, but it's chewy. The back side here is the side that was facing the plank. I don't know if I orient my taste buds for that side. Is it going to really change much? I do see a little bit of pink, a little bit of gray. So it didn't make it well done, but it's somewhere in the medium. To me, the jury is out.
It kind of looks like a piece of pork or something.
When you think of filet, you think, okay, I'm going to get a small meat. Hopefully it's going to be tender. Now, if they took a relatively tough piece of meat, tenderized it, because otherwise they wouldn't say they tenderized it, right? Just so they could help jack the price up. Throw a piece of wood in there, make it even more expensive. I mean, not on sale. This was around 10 bucks, and it's not even a full pound. So you figure they were going at a rate of close to 18 bucks a pound probably for meat that you wouldn't pay that much for. But it's a gimmick because it's only half a pound, right? So it's more affordable. Oh, it's got a plank in there too. So what I'd probably say is if you were gonna try something like this, and maybe there's people out in who've done this, and if you have, leave a comment and tell us your experience with doing stuff like this. If you like this video, leave a comment and a like and subscribe. And visit our website at amylearnstocook.com. And we're on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. And we're on
Instagram.
at Cooking with Amy.
Yay!
Yay!